Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and I figured the time has finally come for me to go ahead and play Dead Space. This is a game I have played a fair few times in the past. It is very close and very dear to me. It's the first game I ever played in my apartment on my own, really. The first new game I ever played in my apartment on my own, and I absolutely adore it. It has influenced me far more than I think any other game I've ever played, really. Maybe Jack and Dexter, of all things, was close. This game I consider to be beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and play through it with you guys, and have a good old time, and just go home. If you don't know, Dead Space is a horror action game, or survival action as it became later, based in a distant future. And, well, I'm not going to tell you anything more. You can learn with me or I'll speak later. For difficulty, I'm actually not going to go with hard. I'm here to have fun, and not necessarily to just run out of ammo in 2 milliseconds. I'm actually going to, believe it or not, play it on just simply medium, I think. Shall we go hard? Nah, we'll go medium. It's the experience I remember. Now, a beautiful thing about this game right away is it's even telling you where you are and where you're coming from. Look, a planet, a little ship. You're jumping through space and going somewhere else. This is a loading screen, obviously, and it's a feature they kept throughout the whole game that I was, and still am, rather pleased with, that the loading screens are not just simply a screen. Here's your whole crew, everyone on the route to the Ishimura. Figure out why there's communication blackout.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do have a lot of catching up to do.
All right, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
Deep space mining is a lucrative business, Ms. Daniels. Aegis 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports. Cobalt, silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
Home.
So that's Ishimura. Impressive.
The USG Ishimura. Biggest planet cracker in her class. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the other way around.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if it power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
What is that?
It's a busted array like we thought. Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
What the hell?
Sir, the auto dock.
What is it?
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields! That guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual, now!
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
No! We can make it inside. Corporal, I gave you an order.
The field's too strong.
Is everyone okay?
What? What the hell were you thinking? Were you trying to get us killed?
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down, let's get to work. Corporal, report.
I'm not getting any readings from the port booster, and we've lost comms and autopilot. It'll take some time to fix.
All right, let's get some extra hands from flight deck to help out.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the ship. Okay, we're done. Clean bill of health for everyone.
All right, we've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
Welcome to Dead Space, and welcome, more importantly, to USG Ishimura, which we've just landed inside. The Ishimura, as they sort of hinted at, is a planet cracker. It's a pretty old ship at this point, one of the oldest, but it's had a very long and well, profitable life. We're in the main hangar bay here. It's pretty impressive that the pilot even managed to land us in here without completely destroying everything. The gravity tethers trying to pull us every which way. If you rewatch that part, it's pretty insane. His flying there, barely missing a lot of stuff. Oddly enough, it's giving me keyboard inputs here. I'm actually playing with a PlayStation 4 controller I got plugged into my computer. If we run into issues, I'll switch to an Xbox One in the future. I believe it was... what was it? X to pick up. There we go. Might be a bit difficult. Let's see if we can change that really quickly. Another thing in options here is you'll notice the sounds might be a bit loud in this. It's because, well... honestly, this game has some beautiful sound work in it. So I went ahead and... no, this is all going to assume we're using a keyboard. But anyway, the sound in this game is very important, as it was going for a more horror approach than the games that followed it. Which is a bit unfortunate that the ones that followed it sort of lost it, especially Dead Space 3. Dead Space 2 is a lot of people's favorites. My favorite is, well, I can't really choose between the first and second one, but this game always feels like coming home to me.
You didn't lose power to the port booster. You lost the port booster. Unbelievable.
To the USG Ishimura. The Ishimura was the first Planet Cracker class vessel and is now the oldest serving, with 62 years of continuous service. It holds the record for highest number of planet cracks, with 34 to date, and highest dead weight of refined product at 14 trillion kilotons and counting. Whether you'll be joining us aboard the Ishimura or strengthening the extraction workforce on the colony, the captain and crew would like to welcome you, and we hope your stay is a pleasant one. Concordance Extraction Company, powering humanity into the future.
So there you go, there's a little tiny brief history on it. By the way, yes indeed, they did lose the thruster, completely severed it from the ship. Broke it away. It's an older game. This game was released, I believe, originally in 2008. It was in October that year. I'm tempted to say October 8th, 2008. Just, god dang, a wonderful release date. I remember I've never been, at that point, so excited to go to GameStop and pick up a game. I played it on my PS3 back then. You can see here they told me to come hack a door as well. Objective complete. Yes, objective added. So we're gonna hack a door. I believe we just press X on this and voila, we've hacked it wonderfully. Little awesome holograms pop open doors. I believe it was R2 to stomp, was it? Or has stomp not been activated yet? Oh, Luke, we shall get you soon. I love this game so much. There's just so much to take in right here.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
There should be a security detail in here.
Yeah? Well, there's not. There's nobody here. I can't pick up any broadcasts.
But that security console's still live. Isaac, log in and see what you can find. Kendra, get that elevator back online.
Power's dead. I can't.
Then reroute the damn power.
Okay.
If we all cooperate, we can figure this out a lot sooner. Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
Pretty cool. Commander still being the commander, ordering people around. Yep. We got our, two security goons here. Everyone's got a rig on their back. If you don't know, in the Dead Space world, you have the rig that sort of shows your overall health. Very interesting. It's not really clear if it's implanted into the person or not. I believe it's just in the suit, because you'll see different types of suits. And I think there is some of a person without it in one of the games. We can hold down middle mouse, or not middle mouse button, the right stick to tell us where to go here. I think left stick, if we hold that down, is usually sprint, or was it one of these other ones? There we go. It was L1 to sprint. We're going to need that in a minute. A little tiny spoiler there. I just love this, though. Everything here, you can definitely see how it's influenced my art style in the years because of all these, angles. Nothing's technically square. It almost always has a bit of this angle to it. The screens there, the corners of these windows here. The textures haven't fared the best, but the models aren't actually too bad for years having passed. Over here, this is one of the coolest things about this game. It has save stations. No stupid autosaves or anything like that. You know exactly when you've saved, and you can come back to it, but it doesn't allow you to quick save or save scum anything. Let's see, can we stomp yet? Still no stompy stomps, unfortunately. Eventually you'll see these stomps. Isaac is well known for having some of the most powerful stomps in all of the universe. Alrighty, enough of me just taking in this beautiful room, the only truly calm moment in this game. Starts to welcome you home, doesn't it? Even the stuff on the ground, you see the little tiny, besides the blood, the sort of C-shaped stuff there for the mining company, as well as almost giving a hint at something more. I love it. I adore it. Oh, did I hear another thing? Yeah, it was probably this door saying we can't get in there yet. Yes, indeed. Locked door and... oh, what's that sound? Appears something is moving somewhere. Interesting. Well, we'll just have to ignore that and log into the systems here.
Huh, that doesn't look good. She's taking a lot of damage.
The tram system's offline. Getting around's gonna be difficult. The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
We've opened the vents.
What the hell was that?
Automatic quarantine must have tripped when the filtration system restarted. Everybody relax.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure.
What the hell? I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Bye.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire!
And of course, this is where everything goes trouble. That vent to our left is going to burst in a moment. I will not lie. Even though I've played this game quite a few times, I will still panic and scream from time to time. Oh dear, come on. Now, of course, at this point in the game...
Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
That's your only option, really, is run. And get to here, and get inside, and nip it, dip it! And push the button to close it, and he jumps up. Safe. And sound. Or not. I love it. It's so beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it's just like somebody's just sitting there releasing dopamine into your head. Lovely little room. In college, I was highly inspired by these things on the wall here. They're sort of bumpy out in shape, and they're not just straight up and down, and the connector ports and all the wonderful little angles to them. I used them in a mining level of something I was working on in Game Art College. Let's see. Oh, come on. There's got to be a stomp button. Oh, yes. We have to pick up our weapon first. Now, this is a pretty interesting thing here. Ignore the crying man. He shall cry for as long as we need. Cut off their limbs. Now this is a funny thing. I've watched a few people play this game, and they read this. Everyone reads this. The game tells you this. It was one of the things that got me most excited for this game, was cut off their limbs. Strategic dismemberment, as they called it. The idea that your enemy does not have a functional heart, does not have a functional brain. No, you have to shoot their limbs off to be successful. Now, if memory serves, I believe it was... There we go. L2. Yes, and then R1 does this rotatey. Why rotate? Well, a horizontal limb like a leg, or I should say vertical limb like a leg, or a horizontal limb like an arm. Different uses, you see. Oh, that's good for an arm. That's good for a head, a leg. It's all good here, but if he was flailing his limbs about, we might need to shift. Pretty nifty. And now, if memory serves, R2, yep, if we do... How did we do this? I have to remember how to stomp. It's very important to the game. See, this is just if you pull your trigger, you swing. Oh, right, there we go. There we go. It's the same thing that tweaks it to turn it left and right. You can stomp things up, you know, the powerful stomp, the most powerful stomp in the entire universe, and just break limbs off, and clean things up, and make the world a better place. One stomp at a time. There we go. All of his limbs are off except for his head. Can we get a head? No, not quite. Alrighty, let's press X to continue. And here it's telling you melee. Unfortunately, like I said, I have a PlayStation 4 controller plugged in, but it's not really registering it. Anyway, R2, I swing. R1, I stomp. Let's go ahead and loot some stuff. And oh, what do we have here? A holographic pop-up of our nice thing here. Something I haven't really pointed out is, notice the holographic display there is actually floating in the real world. It's one of the beautiful things about this game. Oh, and some credits because there are store kiosks functioning in this ship still. Let's go ahead and do some raffle stops. There we go. And look at that, some loot. Plasma energy. That's right, you need plasma cutter energy for your plasma cutter. So let's go ahead and if we want to open this door, we're going to have to cut that, shall we? And now we can try to save Mr. Screamy Pants. Oh, too late. He's already dead. Oh wow, someone got near me. Get. It's been... Oh, there we go. Legs gone. Whew, okay, first real combat. Calm down. Stompy, stomp. Sometimes when you stomp, you get more credits. Also, you know, in theory, you should be stomping everything because they might come back to life. Whew, okay, let's go ahead. Press, I believe it was... Oh, it's X to reload. There we go. And pop that door open. Groovy pants. Awesome. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he was another one of the security guards, I think. I can't quite remember. Can't quite tell. He looks pretty clean. Let's just do our stompy stomps. It'll take me some time to remember all the controls off the top of my head, especially considering the game's not being friendly. I just like to be thorough. I know it's not going to help 9 out of 10 times to be cutting off their limbs, but I like to be thorough and just make sure they're not coming to life behind me. Because, if you don't know, they're necromorphs. They're creatures that are morphed from dead flesh. So anything that's dead... Yes. This is probably Q, if memory serves. Or square, pardon. And it is indeed square. Let's press X to pick that up. And... Did we get a spook here? I can't remember. Yep. And unfortunately, I don't have my grabby things yet, so I can't pick that up. Let's carry on this way. That did make me jump a little bit. I think we're going to get attacked here in a moment. Oh, I seem to be missing this on the floor.
This is Benson. Everybody listen up. They're using the vents. That's how they're getting around the ship. Stay away from down. Get back. Get back.
The vents, you say? So this is a very Dead Space thing, is the vents, their main way around. Ah, yes, I remember this room. Beautiful. Watch the windows here as we walk in.
Isaac! Isaac!
I love it.
God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Get your voice down.
I love it.
Whatever they are, they're not friendly, and half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge. But first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired.
Yep.
Damn it, everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, you can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Now, if you don't know, it wasn't maybe... Yes. It wasn't the most clear thing in the entire universe at the beginning, though, that message. Oh, it's such a small thing. That is Nicole, his girlfriend, who is working on the Ishimura. He suggested she come and work on it because it's a very old ship with a wonderful history. Also, the thing I love most about that scene, just the fact that the holographic display is, hovering on your arm. You can see him looking at the camera on his arm and talking over there. It's such a nice little feature to pull you into the universe. Oh, also, something you probably noticed, Isaac is a mute in this game. He doesn't really speak at all. He just grunts. Here's the piece we need. Beautiful thing. I love this room, though, because it's just a tram control area. Nowadays, the ceiling seems a bit bland, but these control kiosks are still pretty damn interesting with their holographic displays. If you were to go ahead and aim, you can see. Even though they're shut off, they're an interesting idea. Absolutely adore them. Alrighty, well, let's save and continue our way through everything. And as I mentioned earlier, the save system, you can see here, you get multiple slots, sort of old-fashioned, I guess, but nonetheless, it works. And in fact, it's something I love about Dead Space, this sort of save system. Yes, we're going to overwrite our save 1. And now let us continue our way into the cargo hallway. Danger, automated cargo track. Oh, nothing could ever go wrong here. All safe and sound. Nothing wrong, nothing terrible. Funny thing, all the luggage here from you were in a cargo luggage area. That introduction sign way back at the beginning, there's actually a place down on the planetoid that they broke that big piece of stone from. So they're going to be bringing that up here, or they did. Thing is, to do that, usually they have a place down on the planet to sort of prepare their gravity tethers and everything. Hello, friend. Kindly stand up. Oh, I missed. Dearing me, oh my. The collision box there was a little bit bigger than expected. I miss again. And let's go for that arm. There we go. And let's go ahead and reload, because one could never be too cautious. And pick up some ammo. Let's give you a... Oh, I keep thinking it's the other one. A little bit of a stomp. Grab some more goodies here. Another save station. We don't need that. Are we going to get attacked here?
This is Benson, Tram Engineering. We think we figured it out. Smith killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the limbs. Grab a cutter, anything like that. Cut him apart.
And there you go. That's hint 2 of cut off their limbs. So, you got the text on the wall. You got the AI system telling you aim for the limbs to do increased damage. And you got that audio log right there. Oops, wrong one. Just to be thorough. I like being thorough. When I went through this game the first 8 or so times, I went ahead and broke every single limb off of every single character, except for maybe once. And I do know it makes no difference, but nonetheless...
Isaac, be careful.
I like doing it.
Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
Conserve ammo by dismembering enemy limbs and doing extra damage.
So there you go. That's, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times you've been told aim for the limbs. So you get the idea. It's a main game mechanic. Aim for the limbs. It's what you're supposed to do. Anyway, let's go over here. Get some monies. Let's see. I think I heard something else, like I was near something, but I don't see it now. Also, as I mentioned earlier, I have the sound up higher, but luckily I can... boost my audio separately if need be. Okay, here we go. We're getting close to the goody goodies. And I keep doing the wrong bloody one. That's getting on my nerves. Okay, here we go. Stasis module. So, the idea here...
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Aim at door and press, I believe it was... I thought it was that button. Switchy, switch, switchy, switch, switch. It's square. Okay. We're going to be wasting a lot of ammo in the future. I could have sworn we were going to get attacked right then. I'm going to give it a second because it only lasts for a second there. And now we're going to hit it again. Alright, get through the door and get ready for combat. Spoopy, spoopy, spoopy. Okay, I guess we have to be introduced to a friend first. No need in saving right now. Let's go ahead and check the bathrooms, because nothing's ever bad has happened in a bathroom. Nothing has ever bad happened. Nothing bad has ever happened in a bathroom. See? Just some whispers and some health, and some very square toilets. Nothing to worry about. That was in the men's restroom. For the women's restroom is just as harmless. Look, ammunition. Oh, look, more ammunition. Nothing to worry about. Honestly, see, there was nothing to worry about. It's just a restroom. What did you think was going to happen there? Again, no reason saving. If you're ever lost, of course, we can do our little checky thing. We're not going to go that way yet. I believe we have to have a nice little introduction first as well. There we go. I finally remembered the correct button. Oh, also, I believe it's this button to get to our inventory. Oh, this was our map. Inventory is that one. By the way, this is all hovering out in front of you. As you can see, it's actually... all these little 2D planes hovering in 3D space. Very awesome. You can see all of our inventory space here. It's actually, unfortunately, getting very close to being full up. Yeah, we got a bunch of ammo, quite a few health packs, and a little stasis module there. And if memory serves, this should be the introduction. Oh no! Crawly Jim's introduction must come later.
Your stasis module should be able to help you with that arm mechanism.
Yes. First, let's grab this. I believe, if memory serves, this should be an upgrade module. Yes, a power node. These are basically used to upgrade stuff. We'll get into that later once we find one. Let's go ahead and jog up here. This is a free stasis recharge. So on our back, we got our health that goes up and down. That little C-shaped thing, that's our stasis, so we can slow down doors and enemies. We can click on this and, well, free recharge, so you don't have to use the one inside your inventory. And this little kiosk will recharge on its own in short order. Search and rescue. Let's go ahead and be some cleanup duty here. Once again, it always seems like it should be the R2 button, the lower button that should control my leg, not the upper one. Just being thorough. I like being thorough. Don't you like being thorough? Especially when it's like... Get on the ground! Stay on the ground! Reload! I'm in a corner.
Listen up, car 8 is trashed. We managed to get it back to the repair depot, but now the autoloader is fried. I need a stasis module brought down here now. If we don't get this piece of shit off the tracks, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Alright. Alright, so, we gotta go ahead and lock this thing. There we go. That looks like it didn't lock at all. Is that the one we needed the stasis for? I'd say it might have been. Let's check the other one first. It's getting to me. Yes, I see what we need to do here. Oh, first kill him. Away with you! Be gone! Other limb! Now! Stop! Alright, we're good. Whew. Yep, I'm not gonna lie. It does get to me even after all this time. So that one locked successfully. Now we have to hit you. And we're going to have to go ahead and aim and do our stasis on you. Yep, and now we're going to run up here, nice and easy like, and hit the lock button. And this is going to wake up 1,000,001 enemies if memory serves. Let's reload real quick.
Please stand by.
Yes, please stand by. Nightmares cometh.
Isaac, you did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
Really? Who would have thunk? So, they took the old trams, putting the new one up. Oh, that's a bad sound! Just attack me! What's happening? I'm panicking! Oh, there! Did you hear it? There it is. Give me your leg. Give me your arm. I said give me your arm! Cool.
Replacement complete.
Damn it. See, I told you that was going to mess me up. I always think of square as a reload button. Alrighty, well, with you down and out, let's remember it's not the button we think it should be. There we go, got our ammo off of you. Let's do a little bit of a thorough double check on you. Just in case I didn't get ammo earlier. You two, nothing. No one has anything more to offer. Cool. Well, let us continue then. And we'll, of course, go ahead and hit our stasis-free recharge here. There we are. Wonderful. And carry on. Down this way. A little bit dark. If it seems too dark, I will brighten this up in post. Oh, here comes the introduction of Mr. Crawley. And like everything else in Dead Space, back into the vents. And I don't think we're going to get jumped here, so let's really quickly save.